Hello, my name is Zoe. Today we're going to talk about the compatibility between a Pisces and a Virgo Libra cusp. You may feel like something's missing in your relationship, but you just can't put your finger on it. Like you can't place what it is. Like what you have is just never enough. Never enough, never, never. Most people will have no idea why you're with each other. Your family and friends will probably be the only ones that really try to get it. They actually tend to be very supportive of you and your Pisces. You're enchanted by each other. Your love story is a sappy romance novel. If you want to be with your Pisces, you have to stop criticizing them. Don't sabotage your own happiness by sacrificing the things that make you happy. It's fine to go the extra mile, but not at the expense of your well-being. Your love is dreamy and fantastical, and it's so easy to get swept up in it. But you have to be realistic. Just because you want something to be true doesn't mean that it is true. Your Pisces has a really big heart and they're so affectionate with you. They take care of you. But when you're together, you tend to be lazy and unmotivated. The rest of the world leaves you feeling isolated. Let's face it, you aren't really what's best for each other. You're usually more materialistic, which is not ideal for a Pisces because Pisces tends to be like the opposite. They're more woo-woo, less grounded in reality, less tangible, physical, material. They're more like spiritual and fantastical and imaginative, right? So I feel like you're just on different planes in general. Luckily, your Pisces doesn't give a shit what everyone else says about your relationship. This is a very emotional matchup. You both enjoy trying new things, exploring the unknown, and you really thrive off of not knowing where things are going. Life together is one big adventure. You need to stop holding things over your Pisces head. Like, let them off the hook now. It's time. It's time. You can be so hard on your Pisces, and it's not good for your relationship. Sometimes it's best to focus on what is more productive for your relationship. That means that you have to be very aware of the reality behind your relationship. The more aware you are, the better. Your Pisces makes you feel loved and they care about you so deeply. You both are finding yourselves together. You can't help but admire your Pisces because they are so romantic. Just because you fight a lot doesn't mean that your relationship is equipped to handle it. You both tend to connect over art. Going to a museum for date night might be a fantastic idea. You both love to go with the flow and see where life takes you. Being spontaneous is so romantic for this couple. It's important to find out what you have in common with your Pisces and lean into it. Don't ice out other people in your life because of your Pisces. And it's okay to take some space, but don't hold a grudge. It's common for you both to break up because you fall out of love or your feelings just change and evolve over time. You are no longer the person that you were when you met them. You grow apart and you realize it was never really meant to be in the first place. Your Pisces would understand when you need space and they would actually encourage it. They would say, hey, you should take some space. You both usually clash a lot and your love is not grounded in reality. Things always feel up in the air and you're not good at defining it. The more committed you are to your Pisces, the better your relationship will be. Going to the movies might be a great date idea. You both will likely believe that you're each other's soulmates. You are destined to find each other. You need to decide what is most important for you. Is your Pisces a priority? You can take things too far sometimes. Be careful. A marriage between you and a Pisces tends to get pretty dull over time. It loses its shine. Your Pisces knows how to soothe you when you're feeling on edge. You're a very dignified couple. You give up a lot for each other, and you tend to radiate a bright, bubbly energy with them. You both need to surrender to your feelings and just go with it. Your Pisces would love going to a concert with you, listening to live music, maybe going to an open mic night, or just going to a band that you both really, really like. You actually might share similar taste in music. Even the way you meet tends to seem like fate. It's usually in a really exciting way that sounds like destiny, serendipity. As friends, you often don't mind silence. And when you get married, it's actually really helpful for you and your Pisces to live with a family member. That member will hold a lot of sway over your relationship. And that can be like a parent, an uncle, a cousin, a brother, sister. It can be a child, you know, if you both have a child together. And let me tell you, it's best if you only have one child with them. Just the idea that you were destined to be with each other can keep your love alive. You would have a really positive influence on a Pisces. Your relationship can repel other people. It may even seem silly. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, if 1 + 1 = 2, then why do you plus you equal things working out? Make it make sense. It doesn't. It's always up in the air. Like, you aren't really sure what's next. You both need to be equally devoted to one another. Like, if you're all in, but your Pisces is like, I'm not really sure how I feel, then a war will break out. You both need to be committed to making it work equally. You tend to be a very sophisticated couple. To others, however, it can often come across as elitist or stuck up. This will only make you feel more alone than ever. You would be great at living together. Pisces is devoted to you. You know, you are both creative souls. You're both dreamers. If you're still fighting over your beliefs and your dreams, then don't get married. Make sure that you resolve these differences first. You would enjoy a date night of dancing and fun. As friends, you would have a blast with each other, and you and your Pisces would respect each other. And you don't take your friendship for granted. You're an elegant couple with exquisite taste and style. Pisces is naturally emotional and moody, but you have a way of balancing them and grounding their energy. Your friendship would be very intellectual, and you would get along really well with the Pisces, as long as you can both agree on the fundamental stuff. For example, your morals need to be the same. It's very unlikely that you would get along if one of you, for example, voted Democrat and the other voted Republican. It's like very, very difficult to make it work in that way because you're not agreeing on your fundamental values and morals, because your morals might be too different. Your Pisces tends to be the opposite of you energetically. As friends, if your Pisces fucks you over or breaks your trust, it will be very, very, very difficult to fix it. You expect the same level of dignity and respect that you give them, you know, and they expect the same back. You can be a little more uptight than your Pisces. They often like to see how they feel before doing things, and they don't like rigidity. And that actually might be really nice for you to help you relax and not take everything so seriously and not be so uptight. So you'll just have to see how that impacts you. But overall, this is an interesting matchup. If you were born on the cusp of Virgo and Libra, or you're a Pisces, please comment below. Let me know your story. Do you agree with this? Do you disagree with this? Have you had any experiences you can share with us about being with a Pisces or being with a Virgo Libra cusp? I would love to hear your story. Make sure to subscribe to my channel as well. And don't forget to book a reading with me on my website, zoethepsychic.com. And have a wonderful day.